Bad Boys DR, this is more time. Be sure to subscribe. Says is a drunk, hot mess. Today's episode was just all over the place, and it was all about him. But at the club, he decides to sneak Corey, and out the blue, Says and Lynx got into like a little altercation, just a little bit. And on the Sprinter, I really didn't like how Shawty was trying to put a battery in Link's back, like, oh, he disrespected you, and if any one of my friends disrespected me, they're gonna see what it is. Like, I just didn't like that coming from Shawty. But anyways, I just love how Linus was like, that's my friend. I'm not about to discuss my drunk friend at the moment on the Sprinter with y'all. But let's switch to the Sprinters, and we hear Seth's side of the story. And John the Don, please. It's not the time to bring up y'all beef. You calling him a hypocrite and everything like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if production told him to do that, but it was kind of confusing a little bit. Like, we know that y'all don't like each other. So, John, this is my thing with John. John, if you don't fuck with that nigga, don't say nothing to that nigga. We know how Seth is. He gonna say whatever when he drunk, when he just want to be the center of attention. But my whole thing with John the Don Dewan is he just he kind of try to make it seem like he bigger and better than everybody because quote unquote he not the gay one there. But let me be quiet and move on. But they going at it back and forth, and Says pops on him, and you already know this about to be a complete mess because John threw glass on the Sprinter. Like, wait, what? But I do feel like, although Says didn't want to fight, like at the house, Says didn't want to fight John or whatever, but I feel like production told him not to fight because when John threw the glass on the Sprinter, I feel like production knew that because Says picked up a piece of glass. So I feel like production was really stopping him from fighting, and then he just had a whole breakdown moment. But this is what happened at the house. Says is still drunk, and Lynx keep telling him like, "You sober? When you sober, I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna talk to you off camera." They end up talking on camera still. The shit was so confusing, but Says is just having like he having a little intervention at the moment because he's a drunken mess, and I don't know. The thing that Shawty did on the Sprinter just rubbed me the wrong way, and I actually like Shawty, but I just feel like he wasn't supposed to be around this little Says intervention situation. But Says got imaginary beef with Lennox, and then he still got phase with Corey and John the Don the One. So it's just like I've been peeping ever since the Sprinter that Jada really wasn't saying anything. Like I'm peeping, I know what it looked like when somebody's scoping the scenery out and not saying nothing and just listening. So I'm peeping that because Seth really didn't want to come in the house. He did not want to come in the house. He did not want to enter nothing. So John decides to go outside to want to fight him. And Lynx and Jada like he's not fighting. He does not want to fight. He's drunk. Da 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 da. Now John the Don the Juan did have a point. He wasn't that drunk when he popped on me. He had a point when it came to that one. So, and I just agree in general. Like drunk or not, bitch, you know what you did. And if you don't know what you did, but you gonna feel that hit in the morning. But anyways, back to the episode. Jada, like, you want to fight him so bad? Let's fight. Of course, Jada won. And says somewhere, I don't know where he was at. He probably was behind the house, on the side of the house or something, but he just crashing out. Crashing out real bad, saying how John keep bullying him. John don't fight nobody else but him. True. But I think that he was so loud that John heard him and John was following the voice. And I feel like Island Boy had peeped that and was telling him, Tremaine, go in the house. Because when John thought he had caught Says picked up that fucking chair. I was like, oh, okay. Shit, still pussy if you ask me. Because in general, I hate a motherfucker who can't handle their liquor. But of course, it's still a phase that needs to be ran, and it's with Corey because Corey wants to fight Says. So Jada, like, I'm going to handle that. Now, Corey, you a 50-50 like person. So it's pretty much like this. Your hand not broke enough to fight Says, but your hand broke enough to fight Jada. Like, Jada had you running, and it was giving scary. I don't care. If you saying you just didn't want to fight Jada, but you know Jada gonna take that face from him, I don't give a fuck. It was giving scary. It only gave me scary because bitch, you was running. I be talking like some of these people be listening to my shit. They don't, but I'm gonna keep talking like it. But anyways, John and Jada for the 50 million 11th time. And it's true what they said, like y'all be fighting because it says, and then the next day that y'all be all buddy making eggs and shit. But John was pissed. He had to wake Ara up so Ara can teach him some quick fighting moves because y'all know Ara's short. So short people, they move pretty quickly when they fight. But Seth and Jada back booed up and everything after Jada just was running around the house saying, y'all want to fight my friend. But this episode, I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10 because it was all about Seth. And this is my Tara and I watch almost everything.